This is Mike at Ketorific Journey. Made a little egg and cheese wrap here, more like a fajita, I guess. So if you want to see how I made it, you want to see how it tastes, stick around. So for the next installment of Egguary, we're going to make flatbread using, it's a roll up. We're going to do it like a quesadilla though, but we're using the carb counter. It's a 0 carb net carb, and it's a la banderita that they have, and it's a really small tortilla. You can see it's about this big, and it's going to go into this small pan here, and we're going to make it all right in one pan. So we're going to get the pan warmed up some, and we're going to put in a little bit of ghee, just as a little flavor, for a little flavor more than anything. While that ghee is melting, we're going to scramble up this egg. Just beat it up. And it's just one egg. I've got one egg in here. It's one egg. We're going to beat it well. Get it nice and beaten. And I'm going to probably just fold this over when we end up with it, where it's going to be like a small fajita, egg fajita type of thing. So there'll be some cheese involved. And right now we're just waiting on the pan to heat up. While it does that, let me get out the thermometer here. Let me turn on that light. That might make it where you can see better. So we're up to 174 in the pan. This is a great little gadget. It tells you when your pan's good and hot. I'm at 239 now in it, and it's got a good display to it. So, and the batteries, they last a while, and it wasn't that expensive. It's infrared, and I really like it. Let's get it spread around in there a little bit. And then we're going to pour it in. Should be hot enough. And we just let it kind of start doing its thing. But while it's doing its thing, we're going to take and just sprinkle a little cheese on here. Just a little bit of cheese here. And this is really a breakfast thing. You can make it a snack if you want. That ought to work. And now we're just going to place this on top. You can see the egg's starting to cook now. And we're going to flip it over here in a minute and have the tortilla on the bottom. Might end up putting a little more cheese on it when we flip it too. But just got to let the egg get good and set to where you can flip it. That's all you're looking for, is enough setting of the egg to flip it. And it's pretty close here. Let me get something else to do that with. To check it with. I'll flip it with that, but I think, or actually I like this one better, doing this. But it's almost there now. And the pressure is on. It might make the flip. Well, let's see. There's the flip. Now we'll just let her brown on that side a little while. I think I will put a little more cheese on here. Get it back center of the eye. That ought to be enough. Don't want to overdo the cheese in it. So it's just, we're just letting it cook on there a little bit more here, and now I'm going to take it and I'm going to flip it close like a fajita, like that. And just kind of hold it until it sticks a little bit, and there we'll let it sit for a minute. And this is just one egg, and it's going to be a nice sized thing here. So I got to get something to put it on now. All right, got me a paper plate. Now, ooh, that browned up nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. I like that. Alrighty, I can turn the stove off because the heat from the stove is going to continue after I turn it off because it's an electric stove. So we're all good there. Let's see if it's, oh yeah. And there it is. There it is, right there. And we'll be back in a minute just to do a taste on it. So let's see how this thing tastes. Now, I did not put salt or pepper on it because the cheese does have salt in it. And normally I would pepper things, but I'm not going to pepper this. But it's one egg, tortilla, and cheese, and a little bit of ghee in the pan. That egg fluffed up real nice. Now, if you want to add salt and pepper to it, by all means add more salt and pepper to it. I'm just not going to put the salt on it for now. The egg fluffed up real nice. The tortilla, because we let it sit and brown a little bit, it kind of went into flakiness type of situation. So it kind of started making itself flaky like. So that's nice, almost like a pastry type thing, and I like that. And it's, but you can see it fluffed up real pretty. I was real pleased with that. Got some rise out of the egg, and it's quite tasty. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it greatly. It's been my pleasure to bring it to you, and hope to see you next time on Keto Journey. Until then, this is Mike saying, let's be careful out there.